Hey everyone, welcome back to Garden Ideas and Inspiration. Today we are transforming forgotten junk into beautiful rustic garden decor that feels warm, creative, and full of personality. From old bicycles and wooden pallets to vintage bathtubs and broken ceramics, these inspiring backyard ideas prove that everyday waste can become something magical. Stay with us and discover creative ways to give your garden a completely unique rustic charm. An old rusty bicycle can become one of the most eye-catching decorations in a rustic garden. By placing flower baskets around the frame and allowing colorful blooms to spill naturally from the wheels and basket area, the forgotten object suddenly feels alive again. This creative idea adds vintage personality while reducing waste at the same time. The contrast between aged metal and fresh flowers creates a nostalgic atmosphere that perfectly fits cottage gardens, backyard corners, or charming countryside-inspired landscapes. Broken plates, cracked cups, and leftover ceramic tiles can be transformed into a beautiful mosaic garden pathway filled with color and texture. Instead of throwing these damaged items away, each fragment becomes part of a larger artistic design that guides visitors through the garden. The uneven shapes create a handmade rustic appearance that feels warm and personal. Combined with surrounding greenery, flowers, and natural stones, the pathway becomes both functional and decorative while adding unique character to the entire outdoor space. Discarded wooden pallets can easily become a stunning vertical herb garden that saves space while adding rustic charm. After cleaning and reinforcing the wood, small planting sections can hold herbs like mint, rosemary, basil, and thyme. The weathered texture of reclaimed wood pairs beautifully with fresh greenery, creating a natural farmhouse aesthetic. Mounted against a fence or wall, this recycled feature turns an empty area into a productive and visually appealing centerpiece that fills the garden with fragrance, texture, and useful cooking ingredients. Old watering cans, metal buckets, and vintage teapots can be reused as creative hanging planters that bring personality into the garden. Their worn surfaces and faded colors create an authentic rustic appearance that looks even better outdoors. Filled with trailing flowers or leafy plants, these containers add movement and softness to fences, pergolas, and patios. Instead of hiding old objects, this idea celebrates their age and imperfections, proving that everyday junk can become decorative treasures that add warmth and charm to any landscape. A rustic garden bench made from reclaimed wood and old bricks creates a cozy place to relax while blending naturally into the landscape. Weathered boards with visible grain, scratches, and imperfections tell a story that new furniture cannot replicate. Combined with climbing plants or surrounding flower beds, the bench becomes more than seating because it also acts as a decorative focal point. This project transforms discarded materials into something practical, inviting, and timeless while adding handcrafted charm to outdoor living spaces. Used tires can be stacked creatively to form layered flower towers that bring height and color into the garden. Painted in earthy tones or left slightly weathered for a rustic effect, the tires become almost unrecognizable once overflowing with flowers and greenery. Different plant varieties can create dramatic textures and vibrant combinations throughout the structure. This recycling idea not only prevents waste from ending up in landfills but also provides an affordable way to create bold vertical garden features with a playful countryside character. Empty glass bottles can become magical garden lanterns that transform outdoor spaces after sunset. By adding small solar lights or candles inside, the bottles glow beautifully along pathways, flower beds, or seating areas. Different shapes and colors reflect light in unique ways, creating a dreamy atmosphere that feels peaceful and inviting. The rustic appearance of recycled glass blends perfectly with natural surroundings while adding a touch of creativity and warmth. This simple project proves that even discarded bottles can create stunning nighttime garden scenery. An old wooden ladder can become a beautiful multi-level plant display that adds vertical interest to any garden corner. Each step provides space for clay pots, trailing vines, succulents, or seasonal flowers arranged at different heights. The worn wood texture creates a cozy rustic appearance that complements both modern and traditional gardens. Instead of letting old ladders decay unused, this creative transformation gives them a second life as decorative outdoor furniture that feels practical, artistic, and naturally connected to the landscape. A discarded whiskey barrel can be transformed into a peaceful garden water feature that adds soothing sound and rustic beauty. Combined with recycled copper pipes, stones, and small water pumps, the barrel becomes an attractive focal point surrounded by plants and natural textures. The aged wood brings warmth and authenticity that perfectly suits cottage or farmhouse-inspired gardens. Flowing water also attracts birds and creates a calming atmosphere, proving that forgotten materials can become elegant landscape elements filled with charm and relaxation. Old window frames can be reused as decorative garden dividers that separate spaces while maintaining an open and airy feeling. Positioned among flower beds or climbing plants, the frames create a vintage architectural element filled with character and texture. Roses, ivy, or jasmine weaving through the empty panes add softness and natural beauty to the structure. This simple recycling idea turns discarded building materials into artistic landscape features that create depth, visual interest, and a romantic rustic atmosphere throughout the garden. Broken concrete slabs, reclaimed logs, and salvaged metal pieces can come together to create a cozy rustic fire pit area perfect for outdoor gatherings. The rough textures and imperfect materials give the space an authentic handmade appearance that feels welcoming and relaxed. Surrounded by plants and warm lighting, the fire pit becomes a natural centerpiece where friends and family can gather during evenings outdoors. This project shows how discarded construction materials can become functional landscape features filled with comfort, warmth, and timeless rustic charm. Old drawers and damaged cabinets can be stacked creatively to form unique garden planters filled with flowers, herbs, or succulents. Their aged wood surfaces and peeling paint contribute to a charming rustic aesthetic that blends beautifully with natural greenery. Different drawer sizes allow for varied plant arrangements, creating layers of texture and color throughout the display. Instead of throwing away broken furniture, this idea transforms forgotten household items into eye-catching garden art that feels playful, creative, and full of countryside personality. Bent spoons, old forks, and unused kitchen utensils can become whimsical garden decorations with both visual and musical appeal. Hung together as wind chimes, the metal pieces create soft relaxing sounds whenever the breeze moves through the garden. Smaller utensils can also serve as handmade plant markers for herbs and vegetables. Their reflective surfaces catch sunlight beautifully among flowers and greenery. This creative project gives ordinary kitchen junk a completely new purpose while adding personality, movement, and rustic charm to outdoor spaces. Scrap metal and reclaimed wood can be shaped into a beautiful rustic garden arch that instantly becomes a dramatic focal point. Covered with climbing roses, ivy, or hanging mason jar lights, the structure creates a magical entrance into the garden. The contrast between industrial materials and soft natural plants adds unique visual balance and artistic character. Instead of discarding leftover metal pieces, this idea transforms them into a decorative landscape feature that feels romantic, handcrafted, and perfectly suited for rustic outdoor environments. Old corrugated metal sheets combined with reclaimed timber can create durable raised garden beds with a strong farmhouse aesthetic. The weathered surfaces bring rustic texture and visual contrast against fresh vegetables, herbs, and flowers growing inside. Raised beds also improve organization and make gardening easier to maintain throughout the seasons. This recycling project turns industrial waste into practical landscape design while adding structure and personality to the backyard. The combination of metal, wood, and greenery creates a timeless rustic gardening atmosphere. A cracked bathtub or old sink can become an unexpectedly beautiful flower bed overflowing with colorful plants and cascading greenery. Positioned among stones, gravel, or wildflowers, the recycled fixture creates a playful rustic centerpiece with vintage character. The deep container allows for layered planting arrangements that look lush and dramatic throughout the seasons. Instead of sending damaged bathroom fixtures to the landfill, this creative idea transforms them into functional garden art that adds originality, texture, and charm to outdoor landscapes. Mismatched reclaimed doors, shutters, and wooden panels can be combined into a stunning rustic garden fence filled with personality and artistic detail. Different colors, textures, and weathered finishes create a patchwork appearance that feels authentic and full of history. Climbing plants and hanging decorations help soften the structure while blending it naturally into the landscape. This creative recycling project transforms unwanted architectural materials into a unique outdoor feature that provides privacy, visual interest, and a warm handcrafted atmosphere throughout the garden. Today we explored how ordinary discarded items can become stunning rustic garden decorations filled with creativity and warmth. Whether it is an old bicycle, broken tiles, vintage furniture, or recycled metal, every piece has the potential to bring personality into your backyard landscape. We hope these ideas inspired your next garden transformation project. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share your favorite idea in the comments below. Thanks for watching Garden Ideas and Inspiration.